Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of our Shadow of the Erdtree walkthrough. I am amazingly excited for this. You have no idea. I just finished recording the Elden Ring walkthrough. I just finished the last episode, and I was like, all right, cool, done. Tomorrow we're gonna render. I'm gonna take a couple of days off. Catch up on some of the stuff that I've been wanting to do. Maybe play some of the DLC on my Dex build. And then I was like, no, I am super stoked to be getting into the DLC with you guys. And I want to record that first episode. I want to do it now. I don't want to wait until Monday to do that. I want to do it now. So we're gonna do it now. Let's talk about our build so far. In case you are just now joining us, we played through the base game as a quality build. We are still using the Godric's rune. For us right now, the Godric's rune is going to be our quote unquote best in slot rune. Once we get to 200, we're going to swap that out for Rykard's rune, because that will help give us more, how would you say, like staying power. If you haven't played with it before, basically Rykard's rune, every time you kill something, you get some health back. So that will keep us from having to use our flasks as much while we're out traveling and leveling and things like that. But until we get to that point, we want the stat boosts that we're getting from Godric's rune, so that's what we're going to be using. So let's take a look at our natural stats here. So these are our natural stats, right? We have our vigor soft cap, we have our strength and dex soft cap. We're running 30 endurance, and we got 22 faith. We're going to take that up to 25. Once we hit the 25, I was putting some stuff into mine, but I was like, you know what, we're like right there almost at 25. We're just, the next 3 levels we're just going to put into faith. Then we're going to go up to 23 mind, and then anything else we have points wise left over, if there is any, we're going to put into arcane. Hopefully that'll get us to 17 arcane, so we can use Grail's Roar. I think we have enough faith for that. That will really help us out in the AoE department. But this is our stats going into the DLC. We want to go to 200. And once we go to 200, we're going to go ahead and stop leveling. You can continue to level if you want. I'm going to stop leveling. If you don't do any online activity at all, go ahead and continue to level. But if you do invasions, or if you do co-op, or if you do duels, I would suggest stopping at 200. A lot of people say, oh, it's best to stop at 125, or it's best to stop at 150. It's like, no, 200, especially with the DLC, feels a whole lot better and a lot more well-rounded for your character if you push to 200. So with that said, with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk to Leda.
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda, and like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
All right. We'll come over here and touch the arm. And we're going to go to the realm of shadow. I'm super excited for this. Super excited. Now, before we get too far, let's talk about this, right? There's going to be, safe to say, 0 weapons that we use from the DLC. Unfortunately, Bloodhound's Fang still reigns supreme. There will be some other weapons that we have that are going to be situational for us. We're gonna, oh no, that's good. We got Cragblade that, so we want that. That's already set up. But there's going to be no new weapon that comes from the DLC that's going to replace one of these. Unfortunately, for the quality build, there's not. My Dex Bleed build, we switched over from the Nagakiba to the Great Katana. The Bleed build up for that was a lot better for the Great Katana than the Nagakiba, so that just made sense to switch over to that. But like I said, there's armor that we will get that will be good for us. It's about halfway to about 3/4 of the way through the DLC. It's going to boost our damage, and it's going to but it's going to cause us to take more damage. But we're going to be getting all of the Scooby Snacks and the Revered Ashes, so the damage negation from the Scooby Snacks will more than make up for the increased damage that we will take wearing the armor. So that's sort of a non-issue. However, we cannot, should not, and will not wear that armor outside of the Realm of Shadow, because once you lose your Scooby Snack buff, you're going to be taking a ton of extra damage unnecessarily. So it's not worth the minor damage output that you'll get in the lands between with the armor. So just keep that in mind. And with that, we're going to go ahead and grab our first grace. We've gone 10 minutes into the DLC episode, and we haven't even done any DLC stuff yet. We've just been rambling on. We're going to go ahead and rest here just to set our grace. And there's this guy up here. You can probably barely see him on the top of that thing there. He's an asshole. And so right now, I would say avoid him. Until we pick up a couple of Scooby Snacks, I would probably avoid that guy. And you see that guy over there that's on fire, that big dude? Also avoid him for the time being. He is also an asshole. So just avoid that. We're going to come over here. We're going to grab Gravesite Plain and get back on Torrent. We're going to come over here and we're going to grab this other grace. Now, like all of the other content that we've done, the Ashen Summon that we will be using for 99% of this content is going to be Mimic. So once we get into this little ruins area here, we're going to go ahead and summon Mimic, and we're going to start clearing out the runes. And you can see just how hard this stuff is hitting us. It's not unbearable, that's for sure, but you can definitely feel it a little bit more than we could feel it than we could feel some of the stuff in the base game, and it's just going to scale up from here. So we definitely want to be grabbing those Scooby Snacks. We're going to get to level 20, which is the max level for the Scooby Snacks, and then we're gonna get to level 10, which is the max level for the Spirit Ash buff. And don't let other people make you feel bad about using the Scooby Snacks or the Revered Ash buff. They're idiots. Like that's the one thing that I cannot stress enough. We're not doing challenge runs here. We're getting through the content. We're having fun. We're progressing, right? Because here's the thing. Here's most people, normal people, when they sit down to play a video game, they want to be entertained. They want to have fun. We shouldn't have dropped down here. We can get back up there. We can use torrent. What we want to do is we want to jump. Oh. Let's see. We wanted to jump and then jump. Oh, we got it there. And that'll put us into this little hidden path area here. And we'll grab these black fireflies and then we can go ahead and drop down. But yeah, no, like I was saying, most people, they want to get through content. They don't want to bash their head against the same boss 800 times until they can finally beat it. They just want to beat the boss, right? They've got to the boss. Now they just want to beat the boss. And if they can't beat the boss, you know what they do? They stop playing the game. They put their controller down, or they turn the game off, and then they go find a different game that they can beat, right? And so we want to keep people engaged. We'll grab our hefty cracked pot, and that, along with the Potinate's cookbook, will give us some recipes for some pots for DLC stuff. Now those we will be using. All right, where is we're gonna go ahead and grab Sacred Sword for this. You kind of want to, we're gonna want to have Sacred Sword in our inventory for a couple of things. Like, it's not gonna be like super necessary for content, but like a couple of areas where we just want to like nuke just like a bunch of enemies all at once, this is going to be good for. So like coming up here, Sacred Sword's going to be really good for that. All right, you see this guy here with a pot on his head that's twinkling? He's going to drop something for us when we kill him. All right, and you see why Sacred Sword is nice? All right, we just killed everybody here. Just popped them all. All right, so there's our Scadutree Fragment. That's our Scooby Snack. All right, and so that's our very first Scooby Snack. So from here, we want to head, oh, where do we want to go? Yeah, you know what? Here, let's take care of this dude. I'm trying to figure out where we want to go. Thanks, but no thanks. All right. No, we want our Bloodhound's Fang back. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna follow this wall. And right over here, we're gonna get a Revered Spirit Ash. Okay. And from there, we're just gonna head sort of like southwest. Want to head southwest. Once you get to right about here, this big clearing area here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop a map marker right here. Let's go ahead and do, we're going to do the flag. All right. There's going to be a Larval Tear there at night, but we have it set for daytime, and we're going to leave it set to daytime for the moment. So we just want to make sure that we know where that is. From that spot, you're just going to continue to head southwest until you get to the cliff, and then you're going to swing just straight south. Once you get there, you're going to grab this lump of flesh, and those eagles that make that sound, I don't know why they make that sound. It's creepy. But there's going to be a few of them here. Now here in this area, we want to look for a dude who's just out here walking all by himself. And that is going to be one of the first major enemies that we fight here. There he is. And he is more than likely going to fuck our shit up. That's all right. Where'd he go? We don't want him to get the drop on us. There he is. And that's why we don't want him to get the drop on us. He's real fast. I mean, like, real fast. And he does bleed build up. And his combo, it'll kill you. If he gets the full thing off, you're dead. All right. Now we're gonna get Beast Claw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the first significant enemy that we're going to fight here in the DLC. From there, we're going to come back here to the road. And we're going to start clearing out these Mesmer soldiers. Don't play around with these guys. These guys aren't like the soldiers in the lands between. They will they'll mess you up, right? I don't know how to explain it. They are on steroids. They have a big axe, and their moveset is very powerful. Their axe is very powerful, and they'll do this yell, this shout that'll buff them, and they can get going, and they can deal out some pretty hefty damage. They have a pretty mixed move set, from your basic knights all the way down to like some of the abilities that you would see in Crucible Knights. We want to draw this guy out because there's more Mesmer soldiers in there, and we don't want them to come out and play while we're fighting this guy. All right, so we got his hammer. That's a really nice hammer. If you're a strength faith build guy, it's a really good hammer. Does a lot of holy damage though, and basically everything here is resistant to holy damage. So not so good to use in the DLC. Base game for most enemies though, really good. So you're gonna go out the left side of that. So there's his little buff shout that I was talking about. But yeah, from those ruins, you're gonna go out the left, and you're going to find the waterfall. The left side of the waterfall, you're gonna want to pick up your Blessing of America. There's only a couple of these blessings in the DLC, but they do a full heal. And you can only carry one at a time. I think there's like 4 or 5. There's not very many, but they do a full heal. So, you know, saving them up for PCR is probably not a bad idea. And keeping them on your action bar during the PCR fight, even if you don't use them, your Mimic will. So having them around for the Mimic to use in the PCR fight, it's not a bad idea. All right, so we want to keep an eye out. Like I said, these guys are, they don't play. All right. Want to get snuck up on while we're going through here. Fire coil. All right, now we can go ahead and go back to the Grace, and we can make it nighttime. Now, there are no specific night bosses in the DLC. So there's no like night cavalry. Well, there is a Deathbird, but it spawns during the daytime too. So there's no nighttime only bosses or enemies. So you don't really got to worry about that too much. I mean, if you want to keep it nighttime, you can. I don't know why you would. It's difficult to see, but if you want to, that's on you. Go for it, I suppose. We're gonna go back to the north side of those ruins, and we're gonna make it daytime. Now we are gonna use those Scooby Snacks and the Revered Ashes. We're holding on to them for now. We got a couple more that we're going to go collect, and then we're just gonna buff them all up at once. All right, so from here, we're gonna follow this cave. We want this cave to be on our right shoulder. We're just gonna follow this around. Come in here and grab a painting. That painting we'll get more towards the end of the game. I guess technically it's the end of the DLC, but that is the end of the game for us now at this point. We're gonna go ahead and kill these dudes. And we're gonna get our first dex weapon, backhand blades. Those are actually really good. One of my dex builds on the PS5 used the backhand blades through the entire DLC, and they're really good. They put in a lot of work in the base game as well. So you're gonna grab the Grave Glovewort. You can just run past these grave birds here. They're kind of annoying. They're a lot easier to kill with a hammer, which we don't have equipped at the moment, but we will have one in a bit. From here, we're going to come back to this area here, but for now, we're just going to head off to this village up here. We're just making a counterclockwise circle, basically. Grab disgrace. There's a bunch of stuff to do in here, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Go ahead and make it nighttime. Grab this Larval Tear. You can go ahead and keep it nighttime for now. From the Grace, we're just gonna head west. We're gonna annoy this dragon here. We're not gonna fight it, but if you are a katana bro, I got you a great katana. There you go. And now we're gonna head on back to this area up here. Just make your way to the big old tree. Once you're here, you're gonna grab the blood burgeon. You're gonna grab another Scooby snack. Touch the cross. Go ahead and talk the horn scent.
And then, but understand the Erdtree, I believe me, but never. If Mikkel these, I urge you, as long as you.
Take the cross map.
As long as you.
Go up here. Talk to Freya.
Ah, you're that Tarn. I am Freya in battle. Oh, did you speak? If you've yet to do, you'll find more of your Mikkel. If assuming you.
And then grab the grace. Then from here, we're just gonna head up the road here. Grab another Scooby snack. Grab another Empyrean blood burgeon. And we're going to go ahead and talk to Ansbach. I'm terrible with names.
They are kin. If you discover certain, I presume you just what. If you be certain, I presume you just what.
All right, and then go ahead and talk to Morn here.
Together, many things.
He's got a bunch of stuff.
Goodbye.
And go ahead and talk to Ansbach again.
I presume just what.
Doesn't say anything about Morn. Actually, rest of the grace. He usually has You can ask him about Morn. Ah, here we go. Ask about the Virgis armor.
Some more his brethren. No doubt these are not. Should you spot? Right.
All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go up these stairs. This here is Belarut Town. This is the first Legacy dungeon. We're not going to start the Legacy dungeon here. We just want to grab the initial grace. Go ahead and equip your Sacred Relic Sword. And then all these scorpions. And then you see all these up here. Gonna grab your Revered Spirit Ash. Come on, drop down. Grab that. All right, there they go. They drop. Take them out. Take him out. And there's one more. The top here, he's going to try to ambush us around the corner. Oh, he succeeded. And our grace. And so once we have this grace, we're gonna go back to 3-path cross, I think. No, we're gonna go to Scorched Ruins. Well, no. We're gonna go to Main Gate Cross. Go to Main Gate Cross. And that's where we're gonna pick up next episode. Once you're here, go ahead and rest at the side of grace. We're gonna use our Scooby Snacks. And our Spirit Ash. Alright, you should be 3-3. Okay. And then, oh, let's check our status. Alright, we can go ahead and level. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there. And I will see you all in the next episode.